Hello. This is the daily human design energy report for March 13th, 2023. I want to give a special shout out to the founder of the Avatar Academy, Miss Robin Fulton. It is her birthday today. Happy birthday. We also have the sun transitioning into a new gate energy. And so the sun is transitioning out of 22 into gate 36. And so it's still coming from our solar plexus, though, going up to our throat. It is actually the gate right next door. And so we're going to have some similar sensations, some similar feelings in this energy, but we're going to be looking at it a little bit differently. This energy is called exploration in the quantum human design. And the challenge throughout the whole next 6 days is to not let boredom cause you to leap into chaos, to learn to stick with something long enough to become skillful and to bear the fruits of your experience. And so it is going through that exploration, but it really is also too diving in and knowing that we can't just jump ship when we get bored. We still have a little lingering energy of 22. We have that 6th line energy still coming in. So I wanted to tap on that as I dive into really what the 1st line energy is, because then that not letting boredom creep in is going to be the overall theme, right? And so the 6th line of our gate 22 is about maturity, right? We've mastered and we've gone through, I shouldn't say mastered, but we've experienced, right? We've experienced the last 5 lines. And so this energy is about the alignment with experience and form with substance, the natural and evident leadership and authority. The alignment tends to bring itself in non-conformist modes. And so really learning how to show up with our grace, with our emotional stability, with the emotional awareness to know how we can represent ourselves authentically in each different environment that we're in, right? Every social situation does have a little bit of its own social rules, so you may say, but how can we find some emotional balance where we feel comfortable in everything? It really doesn't matter how the others feel, but it really is about how are we feeling? Are we feeling confident? Are we feeling authentic? Are we standing in our own? And so that energy is shifting into this gate of exploration, but the I Ching actually calls it the darkening of the light, because sometimes that exploration, the unknown, can bring in a lot of fear, right? We don't want to let that boredom, that fear that we're not going anywhere, cause us to try something new, right? And so sometimes it can be darkening the light. If we had this wonderful idea, if we had this dream, this vision, and then because of all of these unknowns, we start to dim it, to squash it down a little bit. And so this 1st line, this investigator line feeling into this is resistance. Resistance. And so the energy and the determination to persevere in the face of opposition. An overall principled resistance that rather be selective in its resistance. And so looking at resistance as a form of way of maybe protecting the body. It might be a way that you have built in some of these like defense mechanisms, but a lot of the times the resistance is an underlying thing. It really isn't doing the actual task, but it's something else underneath, something that's a little bit deeper. And so really leaning into the resistance of why there's fear could be creeping in, or why it's even boredom. Like, why can't we dive a little bit deeper or explore something else on that same subject, so it's not that where we're not getting bored, right? There's always that exploration. There's always layers that we can go deeper. And if there's a reason or why we're not wanting to do that, kind of leaning into that. Especially if we don't have this energy already in our solar plexus, kind of leaning into how the unknown, how exploration can be fun, right? Starting to shift the narrative and feel the energy these next few days, because you normally don't have that energy coming through. And so we can also lean into allowing, right? As we are exploring, right, we can lean into this allowing. We can trust. We can lean into knowing that we're going to know what we need to know when we need to know it, that we will get the right messages, the right lessons, the right people will come our way, as long as we are staying true to our strategy, to our authority, diving a little bit deeper and knowing the things that we don't know, taking the actionable steps that we know that we can take, but then also sitting back and allowing the universe to bring us something. And so it's like, rather than jumping ship and trying and initiating something new, maybe you lean in and, like I teach yoga, teach a different branch, or go take a different kind of yoga, go try a different something like that, right? We're staying in that same umbrella, but we're just branching down. We're diving a little bit deeper. We're learning more. We're mastering that craft. And so looking at that exploration, but then allowing the universe to come bring you opportunities. And so when you find that boredom, you get skillful. You turn inward, you deepen that practice, and then that shows the universe that you are ready to receive, that you are allowing these next opportunities, these next possibilities to come your way. And then we get our yamas in reverse. And so we are standing here true. We are standing in our alignment. We know our personal observances. We are knowing our mortality, right? So we have practiced our ahimsa, our satya, our asteya, our brahmacharya, our aparigraha. So we've looked at all of our morals, and we know we have them standing upright. When we can lean into our authentic self, then we are honoring ourselves. We are honoring and respecting everyone around us. And so as we are shifting out of the channel of grace, that 22, right, with that maturity of knowing how to show up in the world, we are ready for this exploration. We also can sit and practice these moral traits, this kindness to ourselves, by allowing ourselves to dive deeper, by allowing the universe to bring us these things that we so deserve. And so allowing the process to just unfold the way that it needs to unfold. Let's see. One more little message from Mama Gaia to kind of tap off our card pull for this new energy. And we get acceptance, right? With allowing, with sitting in exploration and knowing that the things that are coming our way, the unknown, right? Just sitting back and trusting that when we prepare, when we take those steps, when we allow the process to unfold, then we start accepting. When we can start accepting, the things start unfolding a little bit faster. They're on that right vibration. When we're accepting, we're raising our vibration, because we are truly, we're open, we're receiving, we are leading with this like unconditionality. We don't really care either way, because we're accepting of it, because we know that it's divine. We know that it's for us. We're allowing it to just come to us and be that gift. And we're knowing that it's the right thing in the right time. And so when we go forth on this exploration, we really don't need to be fearful, because if we can just accept what's coming, and we know that's what's coming is coming for our best, then we can have fun with it. We can laugh, we can play. And what a perfect energy for Robin on her birthday. I hope you all have a fabulous 13th today. And if you want to reach out, we can work via, you can reach out to me via email at christine@essentialstrong.com. Please subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you get updated whenever I go live. And I